Science versus religion is like chiropractors versus masseuse. Okay, there's some respect with both parties, but each person thinks that they're doing a little bit more. All right, each person thinks that they have, like the way chiropractors probably think that they have the back a little more figured out than a masseuse, and a masseuse is kind of like, well, they can only do so much. Where they stop, I pick up, and then the chiropractors are like, well, actually, where they stop, we pick up. And then masseuse goes, excuse me, and then the chiropractor goes, you are excused. And they're like, you want to take this outside? And then they're both like, well, we don't want to fight because we'll fuck up our backs. I think that's how a chiropractic masseuse fight goes down. I think so. I was watching that on the Masseuse channel, which I'm sure there is at this point, the Masseuse app. I guess the nerds, if you can't catch a ball, you have time to figure out mathematically what the ball does, right? As opposed to people who actually have to carry, catch, throw, or swat a ball. They're too busy fucking screaming like they're about ready to run down a hill in Braveheart. They don't have time to add fractions to figure out that evidently the right fucking move was not to kick the fucking ball all the way to the other side of the field and make Northwestern, try to go the whole length of the field, and hopefully you'll stop them and you'll get the ball back and you'll take their fucking hot, right? Mathematics says you go for it. You kick the fucking onside, you catch them off guard. I don't know what the deal is. But like that kind of like decision to me, I don't gamble, but you like those fucking seasoned gamblers and they're playing blackjack and they're sitting next to some shithead like me who doesn't really know how to play. And then at some point they start screaming that you're taking all my cards, which is my favorite thing in the world. I'm not taking any of your fucking cards. This is a game of chance. All right? Stop acting like you're in rounders and you got some sort of system. All right? If you had a fucking system, you would have figured out your life and you wouldn't be a professional gambler. All right? You gamble for fun with something that you can afford. First of all, if you're a professional gambler, you're not a professional gambler if I can sit down next to you. All right? I can't go out there and line up against a professional football player, can I? I don't think I can. Well, sure, I could go down there for a second, and then security would tackle me. Maybe that guy in the Pittsburgh Steelers would pick me up and body slam me. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so they fucking onside this goddamn kick, give the ball right back to fucking Northwestern, and then Northwestern goes down and scores, and Nebraska never got the fucking lead back, and they end up losing the game. The Cornhuskers lost to a fucking team that, it doesn't eat corn. They're in the middle of Chicago, evidently. Northwestern, which is weird to me. Shouldn't they be called, this is like an old school 80s joke. Why are they called Northwestern when they're in the Midwest? Shouldn't they be called Midwestern? Did mid just seem too like normal, like middle of the pack? Let's say north, so it seems higher. North is not higher, okay? It's on a map it is, but like in reality, it's just north. Listen, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about either. I have been on the road. I have been out here for fucking ever. And, I don't understand why I would have this gigantic show in Boston and then I wouldn't get a break afterwards. I'm kind of confused as to why it was like, did you enjoy that? Great. Now work the next 6 days in a fucking row. Was it hard? Was it hard to come down after a show of that magnitude? Oh, there was no problem whatsoever. I got on a plane to Canada the next day and we all acted like it never fucking happened. It already seems like it was 20 years ago. But here's the upside. The upside of traveling the way I am is you get so fucking sick of your act. Last night, I think I riffed like a half hour. I just like abandoned my act. I started thinking the jokes. I'm like, I don't want to say that again. You know what I mean? It's like, when you're going to quit your job, you just pull up one day and you're sitting in your car and your body literally won't let you get out of the car. It's like I physically cannot get my brain to have me reach for that door handle, open it up, I mean, maybe I can open up the door and maybe I'll start walking, but I'm not walking towards that establishment. I am done with that establishment. And it's funny because nobody in there knows you are. Nobody knows that you're that sick of it because you've been putting on a fucking phony smile like you do in every picture. Hey, let's take a picture, right? No matter what mood you're in, you're like, cheese. I want to kill myself. Hey, Billy, hey, can I get a picture? Absolutely. Ha! Having a good time. I've figured out life. You know, back in the day, you know, those fucking old pictures back when the guy, you know, looked like he was looking under somebody's dress before he took a picture. There was a small explosion. Nobody smiled. I mean, they just sat there and they just, however they were feeling, you just got that look on their face. I mean, maybe they were just sitting there going, where the fuck did the photographer go? Why is he under that thing and I'm not under anything and there's going to be an explosion? Maybe that's the reason why people had that look on their face. You know, maybe life was harder. I don't have no idea. It must have been harder. Everything was fucking hard. You had to figure shit out. You know what was a motherfucker back in the day? It was having a toothache. Oh my God. I mean, there was literally like, that's when like one of your parents came in with some sort of farming tool. All right, open up. Let's see what we got going on here. You're like, all right. Quit your crying. Quit your crying before I have you fucking trampled by an oxen. And that's the way it was in America, 1901. 1901. Are you guys like me? If there's not video footage and it's about history, you can't watch it? I hate when there's like a picture. Somebody just draws a picture of what they think happened from a couple hundred years ago, and there's some guy narrating it as they slowly pan to the right in the picture, you know, to give me the idea like it was videotaped, like it actually happened. You know, and then Jesus with his dirty feet walked up to a leper, right? And somebody painted a picture of it. And then they just slowly, you know, pan. You see Jesus, you know, forever with his arms open. Anyway, jam band Jesus. That's my favorite Jesus. You know, jam band Jesus. I don't know which Jesus you like. I don't like the one that's like hovering and he's looking down sad. I like jam band Jesus, you know, where he looks like he went to a rock festival and got charged too much money for water, right?